Today we ask a question shaking Latin America, shaking Washington, and shaking global geopolitics. Why did Donald Trump suddenly declare Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro a terrorist? And how can he now legally attack Venezuela? Because this move is not just diplomacy, not just pressure, not just politics. This is a declaration with one purpose: to give the United States legal, political, and military grounds to act against Venezuela. Today, we decode the timing, the motive, the intelligence claims, and everything around it. Buckle up. This is a deep dive into a crisis that could change the Caribbean forever. The US State Department has officially declared that the Cartel de los Sols, or the Cartel of the Suns, is now a foreign terrorist organization, an FTO. And according to Washington, Nicolas Maduro sits at the very top of this cartel. The foreign terrorist label means three things. All support to the cartel is now a federal crime in the US. Anyone associated with it is barred from entering America. The US can now freeze assets, block transactions, and impose military, diplomatic, and financial penalties with unprecedented legal backing. The terrorist designation does something crucial. It transforms any US military move, naval, air, or ground, into a counter-terrorism operation rather than an invasion. US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said that this designation brings a whole bunch of new options to the United States. In short, the road to military action is now legally open for US. Venezuela, of course, hit back hard, calling the American claim a ridiculous lie. To understand why this matters, we need to understand the entity Trump just labeled a terrorist force. The Cartel de los Sols is not a cartel like Mexico's Sinaloa cartel. It is a network of military officers, intelligence chiefs, and politicians named after the sun insignias worn by Venezuelan generals. The name first appeared in the 1990s when Venezuelan officers were investigated for cocaine trafficking. Over the decades, the accusations grew, and the United States Treasury had already sanctioned members of this network long before the FTO designation. The US claims the cartel, together with the notorious criminal gangs, is responsible for funneling drugs into both the United States of America and Europe as well. Maduro denies all of it. He denies running a cartel. He denies the cartel even exists. But Washington insists the network is real and that Maduro controls it. This is the heart of the mystery. Why this sudden escalation, and why now? Let's break down the timeline and strategy first. Maduro claimed re-election in January despite allegations of large-scale fraud. His main opponent, Maria Corina Machado, was banned from even running. Trump has repeatedly refused to recognize Maduro as a legitimate leader of Venezuela. For months, the US has been carrying out targeted strikes on Venezuelan boats in the Caribbean, accusing them of drug trafficking. Washington has not presented public evidence directly linking Maduro to drug trafficking. In August, the US doubled its reward for Maduro's arrest from $25 million to $50 million. This raised questions. Is the United States building a legal case or building a political justification for regime change? In October, Trump confirmed he had authorized CIA operations inside Venezuela. Maduro responded by accusing Washington of building a new war through fake narratives. Analysts say Trump's crackdown is not about drug trafficking alone. This is about building an international justification for removing Maduro from power. Why? Because Venezuela is not just another country. It has the largest proven oil reserves in the whole world. And it is a key ally of America's adversaries, Cuba, Russia, and even Iran for that matter. In short, this is not about cocaine only. This is about geopolitics. This is about oil, and this is about power. Trump has said he has sort of made up his mind about what to do next, but he hasn't announced it yet. The big takeaway is very simple. The United States has declared a foreign head of state, Nicolas Maduro, the leader of a terrorist organization. This is rare, this is extreme, and this is dangerous. So the question is no longer why Trump did it, but what will the United States do next?